Hey friends, Kathleen Vicenzati here. I thought today we would just talk about, who is your customer, right? Where do they hang out? Where do they live? Show up and meet her there. And maybe you don't sell a product or business, but maybe you're part of a community group. Maybe you're part of a non-for-profit. Maybe you're looking to recruit people into your cause, your mission. If you're looking for a business to grow or an idea or a movement to grow, we're going to talk about where you find your customer. Then we're going to talk about picking a metric and tracking it for 90 days. Get really focused on 90 days to change something in your life, right? And then last is just really having accountability and connecting with groups, because you know what? You don't have to do it alone. There's people out there. You know what? Literally, there is somebody, no matter what you're going through right now, I want you to stop for a minute and think about this. Somebody has gone through what you're going through. Somebody is where you were at. So there's so many groups, books, resources, networks, things you can plug into so you don't have to do it alone. So let's talk about where your customer is at. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is that because, I was on the phone with a dear friend of mine who was saying, I'm not on Facebook. I need to get more on Facebook. I feel like I'm missing all this opportunity in my business. And when we started talking, I'm like, well, are your customers even on Facebook? Like, who is your customer? Where are you meeting them? How are you getting them? How are you communicating with them now? Do they find you on Facebook? And she says, no. She goes, a lot of them I'm meeting at, networking groups, community things she's a part of, out in her community. She goes, most people text me, I get to know them, get their number. And I'm like, well, then why are you worrying about not being on Facebook? Yeah, Facebook is a great tool to open up more doors and maybe people that you don't know. But really, if you're looking for a solve for your current customers, like she wanted to create a Facebook group to funnel her people in. And I'm like, well, your customers aren't even on Facebook. So don't put your efforts in there. Like maybe put up a text messaging system or something that you can communicate with them, one to many in a text or email rather than, going to Facebook. So whatever your situation is or whoever you're trying to reach, find out where they are and show up there. Maybe you're right now only on Facebook and that's where your customers are. Great. Like if that's where you're meeting them, that's where you're hanging out, makes sense to funnel them into a group. However, if you're meeting a lot of your people and they're not on Facebook and they're outside of Facebook and you're meeting them in communities, come up with some other touch points. Doesn't have to be what everybody else in your company is doing or your business is doing. So the second thing is, getting a 90-day laser focus on something, right? Do you ever feel like you're running around like, oh, there's so many things that I have to do in my business. I have to get more leads. I have to, sell more. I need to get more team members, or we need to raise more money here. We need more donors, right? Like whatever it is, like you're going here and here. We need to grow our social media following. We need to do this. We need to do that, right? There's so many plates always spinning. So what I'm going to challenge you to do is to pick one thing for 90 days that you really are going to be intentional and focused on improving, and decide what that is. Like maybe it is acquiring new customers, or maybe it's acquiring new team members, or maybe it's acquiring new donors, or depending on, what your end goal is. Pick one thing that you can track, you can measure, and you can drive. You can learn how to improve it, right? If you are trying, maybe you're in direct sales or network marketers. I know a lot of my friends are in that business. I would say if I need new customers and new leads in my community, I would actually focus on, where can I network and find new people to talk to about what I'm doing? And actually, I would start with recruiting first and then slide down the mountain, because if you start with your business opportunity, right, they're still a customer, but this way they're buying wholesale, or maybe they decide they want to get it at a discount and host, or last case scenario, they're a new customer. So, just look at your business strategically, pick one thing that you're going to change. Maybe it's order average. Maybe you're looking to say, I need my customers to spend more. Maybe your home improvement contractor, and look at ways you can bundle something else in, or you can add extra space. Like focus on areas that you can increase your dollar average, right? So whatever it is, pick one metric, track it and measure it for 90 days and let me know how you do, right? Like learn about what other people are doing, right? Like how do you increase the order value? Hey, do you have something else we can do, right? Pick it, track it, learn how successful people are doing it, follow them, ask what they're doing, study it, learn it, just focus on that one thing. And at the end of the 90 days, you'll have one core piece of your business improve and allow you to focus your energies the next time on another area. So by the end of the year, you will have mastered 4 different areas of your business, and you'll just be the rock star that you wanted to be this year. So that's another tip. The last thing I want to just say is connect and network with other people who can give you accountability, right? Because you do not have to do it alone. And, so often, a lot of times we try to deal with things ourselves, but when you can collaborate and share in a group, find some peers who are at a same level or maybe a little bit ahead of where you want to be, and do some informal networking and accountability groups. Or maybe you hire an accountability coach or somebody to say, hey, let's kind of streamline what you're doing, get you focused on the activities that are going to move you forward, help you be more accountable at what you're doing, right? A coach or a peer group can help you do that. Maybe you join a mastermind or something where you share a common goal or mission with other people that can help you figure stuff out, right? Because I just went to a networking group the other day, and they were talking about this really neat service that plugs into LinkedIn that I didn't know about. And it's a great way to network and meet new people. And I was like, wow, I learned something new, right? So you're also exposed to new ideas and different things, and it kind of broadens your perspective. So that's Kath's Chats for today. I just thought I'd come on, get you thinking a little bit today, really with focus and accountability. What are you going to focus on? Is it where your customers are hanging out, defining your avatar, where do they live, workshop, who are you speaking to, where can you find them, and really get strategic about showing up where they are so you can meet them, right? So that's the first one, is find out who your customers are and go hang out where they are. Number 2 is going to be pick one metric, one thing you want to grow in your business, focus on that for 90 days, become a master of that, get the best you can be at that one thing, track it for 90 days, measure it, track it, learn it, do it, right? And third, find some accountability partners. Go find a friend, a peer, a group, a coach, somebody who can help you be accountable to help you cut through all the clutter and chaos and really just give you perspective and help you get focused on the things that are going to move you forward. So thanks for stopping by today on Tuesday. Have an amazing week, and comment below and let me know if you like what we're sharing today, if you took any takeaways from today, because I'm doing these just to connect with you, share some of my experiences so that it'll help you make your experiences and your load a little bit lighter, and just give you some inspiration to let yourself know that you can do this. I believe in you. Do you believe in you? Have a great one.